to our today's topic, today's discussion. As you already know or saw in the title, I'm going to be throwing more light on the topic about a mother and a daughter relationship, because we know that, especially in this part of Africa, all the relationships are based on hierarchy, respect, and all that. Okay, and most times it doesn't really end well between the mother and the daughter, especially in terms of communication, in terms of exchanging ideas, in terms of talking and supporting each other. Some mothers know this, why some do not. So if you are a mother and you do not have this notion that it's very important to develop a very strong relationship between yourself and your daughter, this video is for you. And those that are yet to get married, this video is also for you, because you become a mother tomorrow, you will have children, and among those children, some of them would be girls. So it's better you start now to know what to do when the time comes. Developing a strong relationship, for me, it has always been the utmost thing to do between a mother and the daughter, because most times we find out that the female child is not always able to express herself when with her mother, or not able to tell her mother all she wants to tell her, because it has always been a one-sided relationship. It's either the mother is too harsh or she doesn't give room for her opinion. So you find out that most times we withhold what we feel, what we think, what we want to say, because the third party or the second party is not ever willing to listen to us. Or even if they listen to us, they still have their way of making us do what they want. Here are some things that you can possibly do if you really want to be part of your daughter's life. First of all, you have to be friends with her. We are not trying to say you are not the mother, but develop a friendly relationship. And one thing about friends is that they're able to tell themselves anything, just anything. They'll share their difficult times, share their feelings, share the good and bad aspects of themselves with each other without being ashamed. So if you let her know you are her friend, it makes her come closer to you. It makes her feel free. If you make her feel, it will make her feel safe with you whenever she's around you. Not all the bossy attitude, trying to show you are the mother. You get, at some point you have to let her know like that there are boundaries to things, but then you've established that relationship that she is your friend and you are her friend too, regardless that you give birth to her. So it makes her want to tell you everything. It makes her want to let you into her space to know. But when you are being bossy, when you are being authoritative, her opinion does not matter. What she has to say does not even matter. You end up making your girl child not to trust you enough to tell you things, not to trust you enough to share even the hardest moment of her life with you. So many parents, I know that there are things about their daughters that they are not even aware. So they hear from an outsider, and then you are wondering why someone you live with in the same house cannot share with you what she's going through, or what she wants to do, or even an idea, something she wants to do. It's because you are not her friend. She's not your friend. She doesn't see you as someone that she can trust or feel safe around. Either because you are always trying to let her know how small she is where you are, and how unimportant her opinions are, and how wrong she has always been. Like you're not making her feel comfortable around you. The second thing you should note is always allow her to express herself. And most parents, especially these our African countries, they find it hard to allow their children to express themselves. whenever they're involved in a conversation, because they see it as elders are always right, they are never wrong. So that notion makes whatever the child thinks, whatever the child feels. Sometimes you are angry, you cannot even express that you are angry, not in a violent way, okay? Like, you want to cry, you cannot even cry in peace again. So you want to say something, you are not allowed to express yourself in any way. So it makes a child to bottle up emotions, swallow whatever the child has to say, and then when the person goes outside, the person still finds someone that is able to hear her out, that is able to understand her own point of view. Because parents, especially mothers, you see your daughters as they are small, and you keep seeing them as being small. No matter how grown the person is already, you don't accept the fact that this child can make so and so decision by herself, or this child can choose what she wants. You are there now to correct her, to make her see reasons why she shouldn't choose what she chose. Not that she cannot choose something. My belief is that we are human beings, and everybody, even a small child can choose, I don't like purple, I like red color. It does not matter. You might want to tell her that, okay, purple is fine, but then her opinion is that she likes red, and there's nothing you can do about it. She's a human being. She's a different person. She thinks differently. She likes different things, not the things that you like. So there is no way, even if you want to make someone understand your own point of view, you will rule out the person's own point of view completely. So it's always an issue in homes where a girl child and her mother, they are struggling for who is right, and the mother will never agree that the daughter is right, or that the daughter has her own opinion. So every time you are shutting your daughter up, she cannot, for whatsoever reason, state the reason why she wants this and not this. So you feel, because you are the mother, you are always authoritative. You want to show your power. You want her to know that she is not grown yet. But the point is, you are not helping matter. You are even making things worse, because whenever she's around you, she cannot air her opinion. She cannot even say how she feels. Then, if she's not able to express how she feels about things, even how she feels about guys, you are all like, guys are not good, they will do this, they will do that. Yes, even though to some extent some of those things are true, but then you will get to know her opinion, you will get to know how she sees those things, so that you will know when you come in. But when you have a branded to-do and list of not to-dos, like nobody can shift it, you have a timetable already, there's no how she will tell you. She already knows, okay, this is what, and then I'm feeling this way. I can't even tell her because she doesn't like it, because she wouldn't, that is not her opinion. But then when she gets to bear her opinion or her feelings to you, then you'll be able to know where you come in. You'll be able to know where you make corrections. You'll be able to tell her you are getting it right here and you are getting it right there. Then another point is that most women, you don't like to discuss your past with your children. You all come out trying to play being a saint, that at one point or the other you never experience one thing or the other. So the child will be seeing you now as a saint, and then even if she does anything wrong, she doesn't know how to come about it, because she feels, okay, my mom never did this, like I'm a bad child and all that. So but there are little mistakes we made, there are little steps we missed. So during conversation or during the time you spend together, these are the things you can discuss. Maybe she brings up a topic, allow her to pour it all out. Since she's discussing it with you, she's not going outside with it yet. She's talking to you as her mother, she's talking to you as her friend, she's talking to you as someone she can trust. So just allow her, and then you can bring up one or two events that happened when you were at her age. You will laugh about it, but then you will teach her from it. She gets to learn, she gets to know, okay, these mistakes are being made, but then it doesn't mean that they are right, there are better ways. But when you come out, like most people during their youthful years, they didn't live well, but then in front of your daughter you are trying to paint yourself being a saint, painting her all black all the time, when you did worse than she's doing right now, or that she did then. You are trying to paint yourself as being a saint. Your child can actually learn from your mistake. You are bringing her into your world, and then in return, whenever anything awkward happens, or whenever something happens similar to that, she will only come back running to you because you've had that experience. She might find it funny. It might not be the right thing. She might find it very funny. But the important thing is that she found it funny. She did the wrong thing, but she's back in your house. She's telling you what she did. And then you find a way. That is when you can communicate. That is when you can talk. It's not all the time you abuse, you call the person names, no. There are approaches to things, there are ways you approach things. At least for a start, you get to let the person know, no, this is where you got it wrong. This is how you should have done it. For a child that wants a better life for herself, for a child that listens to her parents, the child will hear you. So as it is, you are getting into the child's life, and the child is letting you in wholeheartedly, because you are not always condemning her. You are all out for her. No matter what it is she has done, she feels safe to talk to you because you will tell her the right thing. Even if you rebuke her, she will know, okay, yes, she rebuked me because I didn't do it right. Okay, so don't always appear to be don't always appear to be a saint, trying to make your daughter feel she's the worst person ever, like she has done something that nobody else has ever done, including you. So if you bring out the record, she's doing way better than you did in your past. So sometimes bring out part of your life, use it and lecture your child. It makes the child free. It makes the child, even if it's the issue of guys, you were a woman even before you got married. There are things that happened. There are kind of emotions. You crushed on someone. Yes. You loved someone. Yes. You did so many things. Yes. Let the child know. Let the child know, so that the child will be able to learn especially from your mistakes, so that your child will know if the person goes out and they are telling the person otherwise, that thing you've said is already stuck in the child's mind. So you are the child's role model. So it will make the child to always come running to you whenever similar thing happens to her. I'm feeling this way for this guy. I don't know what happened to me, or I don't know, we had this kind of conversation. The child is letting you into her space, and gradually you are getting into the person's life, and you are telling the child, this is what you would do, this is what you would not do. So in that manner, the relationship is coming closer. You are getting to know everything. Even if the person is dating someone, the person will not hesitate to tell you, okay, this is what happened. The person tries to let you in, and whenever even if they quarrel, the person feels, okay, let me call my mom. Even if she doesn't tell you everything, but at least she lets you in to know, because you've given her that space. You've let her into your space, so in return she's letting you into her own space. The third point is that it shouldn't be a control freak. There are parents that whatever you say, that is how it will be. Like, I want to emphasize so much on the fact that we are all different. Your daughter might look like you. Your daughter might just be tall like you. But there is every possibility that your daughter can never like the things you like. I've said it earlier. I'm repeating it again so that you don't be a control freak. Whatever you want it to be this way, you want it to be that way. She is a different person. She cannot be like you. So whenever you are talking, or whenever you are conversing with your child, know that you are conversing with another person, not a second you. she has her own sense of reasoning. She has her opinion. She has the reason why I'm preferring this to this. So don't be like, you are going to this place. You were a mother. You set your rules. You set your boundaries. Yes, you don't. Oh no, you don't allow them. No. Even the Bible said, when you spare the rod, you spoil the child. You should bring up a child in the way he or she should go, so that when the person is old, the person will not depart from it. In as much as you are laying down the truth and fact, do not be a control freak. The child must do exactly what you want them to do. The person is not you, and the person can never be you. So that is it. So learn to give the person a breathing space. Don't always try to be in control. Because you give birth to the person, you are always trying to be in control. If you try that, the child withdraws from you. You stop knowing anything about the child, so that the child is trying to close up doors that will let you in terms of being in charge or in control of her life. Okay, probably she wants to talk with her friends, to be like, no, you won't go out with your friends, you will stay at home. Like, allow her to express herself. There are times, yes, you can intervene and be like, you won't go here because it's not right, I don't feel it's safe for you and all that. Yes, you can, but don't always be a control freak. It's not nice. It makes the person withdraw from you. It makes the person stay very far away, very, very far away from you. Another way too is that, there's this sense of maturity that comes on a girl that has a very good relationship with the mother. Yes, because you involve her in some of the things you do. So that's our next point. You get to involve her in some of the decisions you want to make. Not you are involving her not because you don't know what to do, but you are involving her because you are also assessing her sense of maturity, how independent she can be. And then in return, she doesn't know what you are doing indirectly. In return, she's thinking, okay, my mom has seen me, like I'm good enough to be consulted for this. Then she tries her possible best to give you the best opinion. So some decisions you want to make, some things you want to do, just call the person, ask the person, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? Like, you people will exchange opinions. It gives that child confidence, like, okay, I can do this, like I can actually make this decision by myself. It gives this person, okay, whatever that is coming, I'm able to, at least, even if I didn't solve all of it, I'm able to, since my mom found me worthy to ask me of what I think about this situation, or what I think about what we're about to do in the family. That means I'm getting somewhere. You are giving that child confidence, and you are making the child know, okay, my mom trusts me. In return, she gets to trust you. But when you exclude her, when you want to decide on what to do in the house, and she kind of gives her opinion, then you always use this word, you are too small, you don't know anything yet. God, like that statement can be killing. It can be demeaning. Okay, most times the girl has more valid opinion than you do. So just let her into your space. Let her just give her opinion whenever you want to make some decision, not all decisions. Just just try to know what she feels, what she thinks about that particular thing. The last, but really definitely not the least, is that you should be sensitive. Yes, you should be very, very, as a mother, you should be sensitive to her feelings, to the kind of words you use on her. Yes, you do not compare your child to other people. Do not compare your girl child to other people. That is, like, it has a way of crushing someone's spirit. It just has a way of making someone feel so inferior. You see your girl cannot express herself fully, even both with you and outside the home. Why? Because you, that's supposed to be her role model, that's supposed to be carrying her around, showing her off to the whole world, what you only do is compare her with another girl. You can use someone to give her example, but please avoid comparison. Do not compare your child with another child. Every child is different in their own way. Yes, no two child are the same. Even though yes, so many children, especially so many female children, they do things that are not right. So when mothers are angry, they tend to compare. But if you can manage your anger, if you can manage your anger, please, it's very important. Don't compare your child with someone else. It has a way of making your child, if care is not taken, your child in the quest to satisfy you, in the quest to impress you, starts copying that child. So you're making your child not to be the original version of herself or what she should be. So she's only doing it not because that is her, or because she's trying to. So whatever the other person is doing, regardless of what you use as what you use to compare, whether the good part, like you use the good part of this person to compare with hers, she sees, okay, since my mom sees this girl as a perfect example, probably if I behave exactly like this girl, my mom will find me worthy. So she removes her own self and most time tries to wear that other person's self and cannot even express herself properly. So you are there to correct, you are there to direct, you are not there to compare. It makes your child act out of herself. Let her know where she's wrong, let her know where she's getting it not right, and then just guide her through the steps. It's not easy being with a girl child because age also has a very crucial role to play. Sometimes it feels like we are out of control, whatever our parents are saying. But if you start early to establish that relationship where she, even if she's in her worst state, she always finds, if your child can always find her way back to you at home, no matter what it is, then you have her, because like that she will open up everything to you and you'll be able to enter her life and help her out. Your child doesn't find her way back to you, then you more like you've lost her. But if she always finds her way back to you, no matter the stage she is in, then you have her and you're able to make a change. I hope that this few things that we've discussed is able to help you and make you get closer to your female child. Start early and then you will make a very big impact in her life. Remember, you are her role model. If you do the wrong thing, she does the wrong thing. But if you do the right thing and then guide her through, there's every probability with God on your side. Yes, that's another thing you should not forget. In bringing up a child, you cannot do it alone. You must, is a must. If you really want to achieve your desired effect, God must have an important role to play in the aspect of bringing up your girl child or making your girl child closer to you. So in anything you do with her, always involve God. Pray for her, whether she's there with you or she's not there with you. Always put her in your prayers. Pray with her too. Let her know. Let your house be that Christian home where godly children are being produced, where you teach her the good things about life, the good things to do, and the proper way to go. And God will give us the strength, yes, to bring up the Deborah, the Ruth, and the mighty women of our generation, and people that will live to make impact, and great mothers, yes. Because if you're a good mother to her, she will want to be a good mother to also the beautiful children she will have. Alright, thank you very much. Thank you for joining me in this. If you've not subscribed to our channel, please do so. It's really very important. Thank you for joining us